Warriors, welcome to another video, my friends, and I hope that everybody out there is enjoying their tea today. Everybody knows how much I love my tea. And in today's video, we are going to focus in, yes, we are going to target some brain hacks for healing anxiety. Allow me to go deep into this term, brain hacks, in a moment. First, what I want you to do is subscribe to this channel, hit the bell for all the notifications for my upcoming videos, and make sure to catch up on previous videos. There is a tremendous amount of resources here for emotional healing, for trauma work, meditations, you name it. Please catch up on them and enjoy the channel, my friends. Now, an anxiety sufferer goes through their day experiencing very common experiences from one day to the next, okay? And when we have those experiences, we need ways, we need to build skill sets to be able to shift our emotional states in that moment. What I want to do in today's video is I want to go into 5 particular, very common experiences for anxiety sufferers and how to respond to them so that we can get out of swimming within that realm of suffering right away, okay? Now, before we apply these brain hacks, these very quick ways of healing particular situations, I want you to understand that we need the right mindset going into these, okay? I'm going to give you the proper response to each and every one of these worryful situations, yes, but I need you to have a playful sense of certainty, okay? A playful sense of certainty when you're going about these brain hacks, but also your healing in general, because strictness or seriousness takes us out of our innate resources to heal ourselves. Notice, right? When things get too serious, when we lose our sense of playfulness and curiosity, what tends to happen is we become less resourceful in the moment, right? And what we tend to do because of that seriousness is we take our healing very serious, right? We tend to be obsessed with it, to the point where we feel like we can't make any mistakes. I don't want that to be you. So please explore this playful sense of certainty as we're going about these brain hacks, my friends. The first situation I want to talk about is when you can't get a song out of your head, right? You just can't get a song out of your head. It's playing. You probably heard it at the mall, right? You took it in unconsciously or you began singing with it. And after some time you realize not only is it annoying, but at the same time the lyrics are very self-sabotaging. So I am literally programming myself to believe what this song is telling me. We've all been there. So the brain hack for this particular situation is change the lyrics of the song so that it's uplifting, positive, and pleasant, okay? So if there's a song out there that says, I'm a loser and I just am, I don't know, you're going, I'm a winner and I'm moving in the right direction, right? Whatever it may be, get playful with this. And you're going to find that you begin repeating these words instead. So the repeating doesn't bother you as much and you're contributing to your anxiety healing. So again, if you run into a song that you just can't get out of your head and the lyrics don't help you, right, in your long-term healing, change the lyrics, add some feeling emotion to it, give yourself some credit for being so mindful, right, and go ahead and repeat those same lyrics within the same tune of that song. Beautiful brain hack. I use this all the time, in fact. Number 2 is at nighttime. At nighttime, overthinking tends to plague us many times, right? we're thinking so much. We're thinking about the day and how it went and whether we let people down or not, or how much we contributed to our healing. We're thinking about what the next morning and the day is going to bring and whether we're going to be as anxious. You know how it goes, right? And many times we do very, very wrong things in that moment. We look to distract ourselves or run from these thoughts. But the truth is that healing this overthinking habit means we must acknowledge these thoughts. So the brain hack for overthinking prior to sleep is begin imagining these thoughts as if they are clouds, right? And the clouds are appearing in your imagination and they're disappearing over the horizon. A new thought arises and it's appearing and it's disappearing over the horizon. Over and over and over again. What this does is it sends a very clear message to your subconscious mind that says, hey, guess what? When I utilize pictures, images, and feeling behind it, I want you to understand that this idea can be seen from another perspective, and we can become emotionally neutral towards it. Many times when these constant reoccurring thoughts arise at night, we fight with them, right? And we beat ourselves up, and it takes away from not only the length of sleep that we get, but the quality of sleep. And I promise you that when you get very, very good at imagery work, right? Imagery work, and you add feeling to it, and you feel like you're actually living the images themselves, then you're going to find that rapid healing tends to take place. So if you're going to build any skill up right now, and if you meditate, you're already there, build up the skill of imagining what you want in front of you and disappearing or leaving you or whatever it may be. So if you're overthinking at night, clouds coming and going, and watch how that makes an impact at nighttime. The third hack that we're going to talk about is when you want to change the way you feel in an instant, right? So you're going about your day and I just don't feel right. Right? I mean, a lot of anxiety sufferers cannot differentiate between anxiety and depression, right? They go into anxiety as a potential threat response, and then they go into depression because they were feeling anxiety. And all of a sudden, there's this back and forth cycle that tends to appear. Am I anxious? Am I depressed? I don't know, right? But anyway, putting all of that aside, when we want to change the way we feel in an instant, what we need to make sure that we do very, very effectively is we focus on color breathing, okay? Color breathing. Your subconscious mind understands color and in fact has an emotional association to every color out there. If I say the word or the color black, right, you may have a pleasant emotional response, or you may have an unpleasant emotional response based on past trauma and repetition. If I say green, you may have a healing response or a comforting response because you've had so many previous experiences around nature itself, right? And there's a lot of green within nature. So when you want to change the way you feel in an instant, all you have to do is become present in that moment, become mindful, and breathe in your safety color in through your nose. Move that color from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes, and breathe out the color of fear and distress. You can breathe out through your mouth. You can breathe out through your nose. Whichever one feels more comfortable to you, it doesn't matter. But color breathing and doing this for 5 repetitions will allow for you to tap into new perspectives over what you're thinking about. And that's what we want. We want to become more open-minded. We want to become more open-hearted. We want to become as curious, joyful, and within a flow state as we were when we were kids, very, very early on, right? And color breathing is that brain hack for healing anxiety to shift the way you feel right away. My friends, use it. Number 4 is when a part of your body feels uncomfortable or distressing, right? You're going about your day and you feel like there's this ache in your body, or you feel that there's a sensation, an anxiety sensation or an anxiety symptom, and it's really overtaking your entire focus. You can't even focus on your work. You can't focus on the people you're mingling with. Heck, you can't even focus on what the next thing to do is. Your focus is turned on the symptom itself. And so, what I want you to understand before we go into this anxiety brain hack is that we also have emotional associations to different parts of our bodies, right? And different parts of our bodies and our organs have their own set of consciousness. That's correct. They're their own people, right? They have a certain amount of awareness within themselves. So what we need to understand is that this brain hack involves you speaking directly to that part of your body, number 1, and listening intuitively to the answer, right? For example, if I feel a tightness in my chest and I'm going about my day, I will go, first I'm being present, I'll go, hey chest, what is it that's bothering you right here in this moment? Hey, chest area, what are you holding on to, or what threat are you preparing me for? And I'm not going to get frustrated because I can't think of the answer right away, but rather I allow time and my intuitiveness to provide me with the answer in time, right? And I start to gain some understanding. I'm going, oh my God, I just realized that I'm still angry about that thing that happened with Jody 3 days ago, right? And I'm still holding on to that anger within my chest. So when a part of your body feels uncomfortable or there's a symptom that's constantly overtaking your entire focus, speak to that part of your body with feeling, with a sense of curiosity towards it. Because my friends, what we want to do, since each and every body part and organ has its own separate consciousness, is we want to create loving and understanding relationships with each and every part of our bodies. Remember, your bodies aren't there to harm you or to hurt you, right? If you have a feeling or a pain or a distress, it's more so a signal, a sign, a message. And what we need to understand is that, as Bessel van der Kolk beautifully said in the title of his book, The Body Keeps the Score, we have to understand what score, in fact, our bodies have. If, in fact, our chest is always tight or our stomach is always tight, instead of reaching for that external thing that we feel will take it away in this moment or get more angry or distressed over the situation, we can, in fact, speak to that part of our bodies with love, with compassion, and with a desire to understand. And then we can take a few moments to just wait, right? And I'm not fighting, I'm not searching. When the answer shows up to my question, right, and my curiosity, it will. So speak to your parts of your body when the time is there to, and go ahead and build those loving relationships. 5th and final brain hack for anxiety healing. This scenario right here. When catastrophic thinking is present, right? Oh my God, you're going, Dennis, that's my life, right? And I've been there. Catastrophic thinking is more so thinking about a future experience or event something that may happen to you or somebody else, or an occurrence that may happen. And this is based on experiences from our past. So in fact, we are catastrophically thinking because of the evidence that is there because of past experiences. But the goal with catastrophic thinking is to get us to a place where we are present again. Okay, we are present again. Because when we can be present, we can expand our perspectives. We can expand our perceptions over the worrying thing. Therefore, we can limit our negative emotions around the thought itself, and we can become a lot more neutral towards it. The hack is this: use an elastic band to snap it and bring yourself back to the present moment. Therefore, when you do, you have the opportunity to respond consciously to the thought and replace it, right? The elastic band itself isn't this magical tool. I mean, it can be for people, but more so, it's an experience that will bring you back to this very present moment, and to help you, when you snap it in that moment, to help you to see beyond the catastrophic thought. Because it's a thought. It's a thought. It's an idea. It's nothing more than one perspective. And that perspective is coming from the subconscious inner child mind. Why? Out of protection, out of unconditional love. That's why, right? And so what we need to understand again is when catastrophic thinking is present, there's the elastic band. You snap it to bring yourself back to the present moment. Therefore, you can think beyond the catastrophic ways that you've been thinking and bring yourself back to an expanded awareness, an expanded perspective. Warriors, these are the brain hacks that you can begin using today. What I want you to do is comment below. And when you do, I want you to tell me a little bit about your particular situation, which one of these 5 in fact, and tell me which one you're going to begin using. I need you to commit to at least one of these, right? At least one of them. Because neuroplasticity gives us the opportunity to reshape the way we see ourselves and our realities, right? So we can, in fact, rewire the brain, therefore create a different physiological response to something, therefore feel differently about something. We have that ability no matter how old we are or how long we've suffered. Please, warriors, please listen to me right now. Stop believing the story that you keep telling yourself and begin believing in a new story about yourself and what you're capable of. It's all about the stories. If we tell ourselves the same story enough times with enough feeling and emotion, we will begin believing it. So let's begin believing in a new story about yourself, because that one is true and the old one is false. I love you all. Comment below. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. And if you have any other questions on the #1 anxiety recovery program out there today, the Inner Circle, head on over here. You are more than anxiety. Bye-bye.